D, line them up.
Hill, like all this exaggerating about Troy Hill, bro, like that shit gotta stop. Like,
They don't really know the
like,
real Troy Hill.
Broncos was already out the door, bro. Like
Already
people
gone.
want to talk about Michael Broncos. He was already out the door because he failed the physical. He had to come back to us. So we already been preparing for all of this stuff. Like people want to talk about because we ain't got no draft picks, because we ain't got this and we ain't got that. We got some of the best players in football on one team. Like,
bro, and you know what's the craziest shit is that I understand the Rams approach, right? And you can only do what the Rams are doing when you got guys like Ramsey and Donald on your team. So for them, they got elite guys, and I'm talking about top-tier guys. But what Snead's thing is, and this is what people fail to understand, because everyone wants to go by, we lived through the draft, we built through the draft, we built a Super Bowl contender through the draft, our picks hit, and we last a long time. That's not how this shit works. That's not how it works anymore. You know why it doesn't work like that anymore in the NFL? Because of the collective bargaining agreement. Yep. The way the Players Association
how they work them deals out.
Them deals.
Yeah.
So now you got these guys that before they were staying like 6, 7, 8 years with their team. Nah, that's not how it works no more. These guys are staying 4 years.
Yeah.
So realistically, when you're doing this time gap, right? You got your rookies who are playing, starting off young. It takes them 2 years to fully develop, and by that third year is when they're seasoned, when they're ready to go. But in the new collective bargaining agreement, when you get into that third year, yo, bro, fourth year, you got to talk contract or I'm a free agent.
Yeah.
Right.
So realistically, when you build through the draft now, you build it for a 2-year window. That's all you're building for is a 2-year window if you go all through the draft. That's why the 49ers, bro, they're in a very tough predicament and I told my boy this. My boy is a diehard 49ers fan, bro. And I told him, I said, the same issues the Rams had back in 2018 at the end of the season is the same one you guys are going to have. He said, why? Because I said, bro, you got to pay Kittle. You got to pay Warner. You got to pay D4. You got to pay Boza. Boza's doing
Boza too. Yup.
You got to pay Boza his money. So, and what's the collateral damage after that? You can't pay everybody. That's the same issue the Rams had. You couldn't pay everybody.
You want to know what makes that I think the Seahawks take be so like when people be so high on the Seahawks, they literally just paid like Jamal Adams the highest money for a safety, and like at the end of the day, you gave up so much for him. Like, what's your team gonna be in these next few years though? Like, I feel like your team is pretty much what it been the last 4 or 5 seasons. It's not no upgrade. Like, you know, it's like you doing all that for a safety. Like, you putting yourself in these binds. Like, you know, you're not building nobody. Like, we don't know. Like, as far as in the draft, like DK, you have to pay DK Metcalf. Like, how much of Russell Wilson?
Bro.
You know how much of Russell
and this
Wilson
is the thing, bro.
At this level, like,
and you don't know how long Bob Webb gonna be there.
Facts, bro. DeAndre Hopkins got $25 a year, if I'm not mistaken, last year when he negotiated his contract. It was a 2-year deal.
Yeah.
Amari Cooper got 21 last year for the Cowboys. DK Metcalf is going straight up. I want 26, 27. I'm the nut. Hey, listen, to his defense, because listen, I hate the Seahawks, but let's keep it a buck. DK Metcalf is trending to a point where this man is borderline going to be another Calvin Johnson-esque type of player.
I think
speed is through the roof.
He remind me of a
T.O. Bro, straight, that's facts.
Yeah.
And
a fast
T.O. was fantastic, bro.
Crazy.
Bro, this dude is strong as fuck. He's 6'4", 6'5", could run like a fucking 4.3 40.
Yes.
And he's in a system where Russell Wilson's going to get him the ball no matter what. He ain't scared not to throw to DK Metcalf.
Oh, hell no.
You know what I mean? So the Seahawks are going to be in the same position. You got to pay these cats. That's exactly why they took, what's his name? Oh, boy, Dwayne Eskridge? That's who the Rams are going to take, bro. Before the Rams
I thought
Tutu Atwell, they were taking Eskridge, bro.
I thought they
were
were going to take him too, though. I ain't going to lie, though, because they kept on putting us with, like, a receiver or whatever. They kept on saying Eskridge, because I think we was going for the linebacker from Notre Dame, JOK.
Yeah.
And once he got picked by the Browns, I'm like, damn, man, because we could have definitely used them. But then we ended up getting Tutu Atwell. I'm like, you know, I think Eskridge got drafted before him.
Yeah, because Seattle was before. Like, we was right behind Seattle.
Yeah, see, Tutu Atwell, he going to take the top off the defense. I need to see a little bit more for him, man, because I know he's getting good. He's getting comfortable within the offense. And from week 1, when I've been looking at his preseason play up until the last game, he looks like he's getting better. The issue that I have with him is that, listen, the play against I believe it was the Raiders, Hopkins goes down the seal block and he sets the edge. He doesn't give a good block. It wasn't a great block, but it was good enough to get the job done.
Yeah.
Right? And Tutu Atwell, instead of stopping on the dime, cutting inside to take the 8 to 9 yards, diving down, he goes to the outside, acting like he was scared to take a hit.
Yeah.
You know who did that shit? Ted Ginn and Tavon Austin.
Yep.
When they did that shit, when he did that, I went like this, come on, son. Because when they took him, I said, oh, this is going to be Deshaun Jackson 2.0.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, this Deshaun Jackson 2.0 or maybe potentially
So you saying
Hill.
they might be using them just slightly wrong at this?
I don't think they're using him slightly wrong. I think that for me, especially, I don't think he gets as many snaps this year as everyone thinks.
Yeah.
I think a guy that, believe it or not, is gonna see his way on the field is Jacob Harris, man. And I told you guys I was high on that pick, and I think I told a lot of guys. And listen, this sucks because I have filmed a video and I didn't drop it on my on this channel because I had some things going on. You know, obviously with my dog's channel, me doing everything on that end.
Yeah.
I did a video talking about it, and the one thing I said was what I felt the Rams needed to do. The Rams to take their offense to the next level, right? You need to run that 12 personnel with 2 tight ends. Or if you stay with 11 personnel, you need to have a big body wide receiver that is fast, that not only could block you and truck a linebacker, but could also take it over the top. What this would do is, with that kind of player in that system, like let's say a DK Metcalf or like A.J. Brown, for example, let's talk about, Jacob Harris. 6'5", fast as fuck, can take it over the top. Wide receiver skill set, but with a tight end body.
Yeah.
Right.
That is the kind of guy on your offense that not only can he block a linebacker, he could sell the play fakes even more to a point where he could also beat you over the top.
Right.
I really do think that Jacob Harris, he's in a position where this year he may sneaky, kind of like Jordan Fuller, where he came in and took that job. Where you see Jacob Harris, he makes some plays early on, and he ends up getting a bigger role down the year. Because I really do think Jacob Harris provides something with them that makes their game where you can't expect what they're going to do. Usually, bro, so in 2019, for example, Brandon Cooks was on the team, right? This was before obviously his concussion history. I don't know if you guys know this or if anybody in the chat knows this, but every time Brandon Cooks was on the field, we passed the ball 80% of the time. So, being that defensive coordinators knew that every time Cooks was on the field, they knew it was pass. They knew it was pass. So, when you know it's pass, you're not going to respect the run game because the Rams' run game was ranked 26 in the league that year. Yeah. The offensive line was bad. Oh, shit, we're going to pin up. That's it. Yo, get after Jared Goff. That motherfucker struggles in the pocket.
Hey, that's crazy. Like, that whole tendency with Brandon Cooks is like, because you wouldn't expect Brandon Cooks to go out there even in the 12 personnel and block.
Absolutely.
So it's just
taking the top off the field.
Yeah, it's like at that point, like it's just more of a liability than anything. Like you just want him more in the passing game. But
absolutely,
I agree with you with that Jacob Harris shit though, because I can imagine him because he played a lot of slot where he was at in college. Like you said, big body dude. I think like 6'5", like
6'5".
Man, run
6'5", bro.
The guy can get open. Like,
and then
he's fast as fuck,
how they use him in the offense as well. Like he can go on the outside. You can get him in the slot, or you can just put him at tight end or move him around. And I like how Sean McVay doing that right now.
Absolutely. And you know why I think he's going to get plays too, bro? It's because in training camp, not only did he shine in OTAs and the rookie minicamp, but that man has been mossing cats since he's been on the fucking field. Red zone jump balls. Yeah, Jacob Harris is getting the
like Tyler Higbee's not doing that.
He's not doing
that.
Higbee's not doing that though.
He's not doing that. And bro, this is what people fail to understand. This is why I'm so high on Harris and why I think he gets playtime this year. Bro, that's all Stafford used to do. When he is in the red zone, when he was in Detroit,
tight ends.
Bro, don't tight ends. Before fucking Hawkinson and Ebron, that man had Brandon Pettigrew.
Yeah.
Pettigrew, bro.
Yep.
That man Pettigrew.
Eating in the red zone. Eating in the red zone, though. And it's crazy, though, because he did have, like, sweet tight ends when he was in Detroit, though. But outside of that, it was like,
well, it was nothing else.
Bro, Stafford, all that man likes to do in the red zone, y'all may get you on a jump ball. If you're my wide receiver, if you're my tenant, I'm gonna throw it up to you. Hey, listen, you look at all the players we have on the roster. The guy that shows that kind of a skill set is Jacob Harris.
Pretty much.
Which is why I think this year he gets a lot more playing time than people think.
Yeah.
And listen, I understand what Sean McVay's thinking. Listen, he's a rookie. He has to get our system down first. He's not that great of a blocker. But listen, this is one thing I always tell people. You can teach blocking.
Yeah.
You can teach blocking.
I'm ready to say that.
That's the
like that. You can teach that each week in practice. Like I mean, you can get better at that.
You can teach blocking, bro.
I'm not really too pressed about the blocking. I'm more focused on how you gonna use this man in the receiving game because I know with his measurables, I know he can dominate most of these guys in the league. Like he's 6'5" on jump balls, bro. That's just ridiculous.
And he's a mismatch.
6'5", and can run that fast. And who has to stick him? Linebackers.
Mismatch.
Linebackers are not fast enough to stick him, and the safeties are too small to stick him.
Too small.
You know what I mean?
That's why they said his comp was Darren Waller. Like, because you look at Darren Waller, he's a mismatch on linebacker. He's going right
Darren
back.
Waller's a problem, bro. Darren Waller's a problem.
He's crazy.
He's a problem, bro.
He's crazy.
I think that's another steal.
He's crazy.
Yeah,
it's another steal.
Yeah, bro. Darren Waller's a problem, bro.
But
he's nasty.
That's the perfect comp, though, because I mean, when you look at him, I mean, Darren Waller. They don't look at Darren Waller as no blocker. I mean, but he's deadly in the receiving game. Like you put him out wide, you put him anywhere in the lineup. That's what John Gruden do. You know, Darren Waller gonna eat. Like
Darren Waller's gonna eat all day.
All day.
Yeah, absolutely. And listen, bro. People forget. Who the fuck did McVay have when he was in Washington? He had Jordan Reed. Jordan Reed was nasty, bro.
Yes.
Jordan Reed was the top 2 tight end in the league.
McVay probably
when he was fully healthy.
He felt like he had that with Everett, though. But, we let Everett go.
You see how
we let Everett go.
We let Everett go. Bro, I feel like we should have let Higbee go before Everett.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
just
I think so, too. I agree with that. You know what I think the difference is, though? Higbee means much more leadership-wise and blocking-wise, and he understood the system more.
Right.
And you know what I really think hurt Everett, bro? The game against on Monday Night Football 2019 against the Ravens when we got our ass waxed. When he got hurt, when he went to go block, it fucked up his knee. That gave all the free reins for Higbee to do to finish the way he did.
Oh yeah,
so
he that showed strong.
That man was a fucking beast. So
I had too much high expectations. I had so much.
That boy get 100 yards every game.
That boy is eating every week. Let's go.
Absolutely.
Where is this at? I'm thinking we can make it to the playoffs now. With him. Let's go.
And the craziest part, last year I thought it was going to translate. It didn't. But the one thing you could tell about Higbee's a security blanket. Great blocker, understands the system. He's strong enough and tall enough to block linebackers and crack them. Mm-hmm. Everett didn't have that skill set, which is why I think that Everett, they were like this, you know what, bro? It is what it is. Now, had Higbee got hurt and Everett went off on the 2019, I think Higbee would have got cut this year. And they would have tried to keep Everett.
I agree, though.
But I wish Everett the best, too.
We also drafted Hopkins as well, though. So, I mean, we have –
And Hopkins has shown, bro, listen, in preseason, that boy could ball, bro. Like, bro, this is what I don't understand with Cat. When they look at the Rams team, they said the Rams got no weapons. Bro, what the fuck are you talking about?
No depth.
What are you talking about?
No depth.
They don't.
I'm naming all these guys that can easily get off. Easily get off. We didn't even bring up Van Jefferson.
Like, that's another guy.
Yeah.
That's another guy.
Van Jefferson, his route running is crazy.
Crazy.
You saw last year towards the end of the year when they let that man play. What ended up happening? He was cooking cats. He was cooking cats. And that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, when you look at the Rams roster, right? You look at the wide receiver. We're gonna go down. Cooper Kupp, Robert Woods, Deshaun Jackson, Van Jefferson, Tutu Atwell. Bro, they could go in 5 wide if they wanted.
Come on.
Go 5 wide if they wanted.
You're not stopping.
Deep threats.
No,
No, 2 deep threats that could burn you over the top. Crispy ass route runners, and Van Jefferson can beat you over the top too. I'm like this. They could go 5 wide. If they want to go 12 personnel, they could go with fucking Harris and Higbee and Kupp and Woods. If they want to go 11 personnel, they could go with the 3 wide receivers and Higbee or Harris if they wanted. You know what I mean? Mm. It's like, bro, what the fuck are y'all talking about?
Nah, but listen. I be thinking the media just be recycling each other takes on certain topics. Like they just they hear it and then they just like, you know, they flip it around a little bit, you know, to make it sound like it's coming from them. But all that shit be the same. Like it just be like, y'all not talking about nothing at the end of the day. Y'all talking about who overhyping Matthew Stafford at the end of the day. The only people overhyping him at this point is probably y'all. Because I mean, he in the Ramley, like we already know what we getting. Like we know what's up. We getting an elite arm with an elite mind. Like he just been stuck in a trash ass team.
And this another thing, and I hate about these other takes as well, about how either Sean McVay is under pressure or Stafford is under pressure. My opinion, I don't think none of them under pressure until we actually see this season.
Yeah, they're not under pressure, bro. You know why they're not under pressure? It's simply because, yo, listen, at the end of the day, people want to say, well, the Rams traded all that money. Let's keep it a buck, right? We're going to keep it a buck, right?
Let's go.
You got first-round picks. If you're the Rams, you're selecting in the back end of the draft, which means that your first-round picks are roughly going to be between the 25 to 32 range if you win the Super Bowl.
Pretty much.
Motherfucker, that's like having a high-end second-round pick. So why am I going to take a guy there that is a project, or I can have the bona fide superstar?